Hi my dear students, I welcome you all for your first video class. Today I am going to teach you Geography chapter 1. Children, do you know what is the name of the first chapter? Yes, the Earth in the solar system. Children, once again I'll repeat, what is the name of the first chapter? Yes, of course, the Earth in the solar system. Okay children, what is mean by solar system? At first, solar means what children? Yes, it related to what? It related to the sun. What is mean by solar? It related to the sun. Okay, the family of the sun is called solar system. What is mean by solar system? Once again children, the family of the sun is called solar system. Okay. Okay students, in this chapter we will discuss about some introduction, then the planets, the sun, the earth, the solar system, the moon. At last we will discuss about asteroids and meteoroids. Clear children? Okay children, at first we will discuss about some introduction about the earth in the solar system. Okay. Children, do you ever watch the night sky? At night sky, the whole sky is filled with tiny shining objects, isn't it? Some are bright and some are dim. Isn't it, children? They all appear to be twinkling. Along with these bright objects, you may also notice the moon on most of the days. Isn't it children? Yes, of course. But the moon appears at different times in different shapes at different positions also. Isn't it? Okay. Do you know children what is mean by full moon? Full moon night. Full moon night or Purnima? Full moon occurs once in about a month's time. Isn't it children? That is called full moon night or Purnima. Once again I'll repeat children, what is mean by full moon night or Purnima? Full moon occurs once in about a month time. That is called what? Full moon night or Purnima. Clear children? A fortnight later, you cannot see the moon at all, which is called what children? Yes, which is called Amavasya or new moon night. Clear children? Do you know the difference between the full moon night and new moon night? What is mean by full moon night? Yes, full moon occurs once in about a month's time. That is called as what? Full moon night. It is also called what? Purnima. Okay. A fortnight later, you cannot see any objects. You cannot see the moon and some other celestial bodies, some other stars and so many things. You cannot see anything, which is called what? Amavasya or new moon night. Clear children? Okay children, now I told some celestial bodies. What is mean by celestial bodies? Can you ever hear the word celestial bodies? It is nothing but the sun, moon and all those objects shining in the night sky. That is called as what? Celestial bodies. What is mean by celestial bodies children? The sun, moon and all those objects shining in the night sky. That is called what? Celestial bodies. Some celestial bodies are very big in size and very hot also. Why? Because it is hot means it is fully made up of gases. Okay. Children, now you cleared about the celestial bodies, isn't it? What is mean by celestial bodies? Once again I'll repeat. The sun, the moon and all those objects shining in the night sky. Clear? That is called as celestial bodies. Okay. Next, we'll discuss about stars. Stars are also called celestial bodies. Why it is called celestial bodies, children? Because it have their own heat and light. At the same time, which they emit in large amounts. Okay, clear, children? Why stars are called celestial bodies? It have their own heat and light. Clear? At the same time, it emits the heat and light in large amounts. Give some example for that. Yes, the sun. Sun is a star. Now you just think it of. At night sky, we may see the countless twinkling stars, isn't it? Sun is a star, I told, but at night time we do not feel their heat and light. Why? They look so tiny because they are very, very, very far away from us. It is a main reason. Do you clear, children, now? Okay. While watching the night sky, you may notice some patterns, various patterns formed by the different group of stars. Do you know that, children? That is called as what, children? That is called constellations. What is mean by constellations, children? In the night sky, various patterns formed by different groups of stars. That is called what? Constellation. Once again, I'll repeat, children. In the night sky, various patterns are formed by the different groups of stars. That is called what? Constellation. Then Ursa Major or Big Bear is one such constellation. What does mean by constellation, children? It is nothing but in the night sky, various patterns formed by the different group of stars, isn't it? That is called as constellation. In that, Ursa Major or Big Bear is one such constellation. Then one main important thing is one of the most easily recognizable constellation is the Saptarishi. What is mean by Saptarishi? Sapta. What is mean by Sapta? Sapta is 7. Rishi means sages. Clear? What is mean by Saptarishi? Sapta means 7. Rishi means sages. Clear? It is a group of 7 stars that forms a part of Ursa Major constellation. Clear, children? Do you understand what I am telling? One of the most easily recognizable constellation in the Saptarishi. Saptarishi, Sapta. S-A-P-T-A. Sapta means 7. Rishi means sages. Okay. It is a group of how many stars, children? It is a group of 7 stars that forms a part of Ursa Major constellation. Clear? In ancient times, people used to determine the directions during the night with the help of what? With the help of stars. Clear? The North Star indicates the north direction. It is also called what, children? It is also called pole star. Clear? In ancient times, people used to determine the directions during the night time with the help of what? With the help of night sky, with the help of stars. Okay. In the night sky, people used to determine the directions by the use of stars. Okay. With the help of stars. Sorry. The pole star always remains in the same position in the night sky. We can locate the position of the pole star with the help of what? With the help of Saptarishi. Clear? What is mean by Saptarishi, children? Sapta, 7. Rishi means sages. Okay. How to identify the pole star? With the help of what? Pole star always remains in the same position in the night sky. We can locate the position of the pole star with the help of what? With the help of Saptarishi. Okay. Then one main important thing is some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. Some celestial bodies having their own heat and light, but some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They are lit by the light of the stars. Such bodies are called what, children? That is called as planets. Some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They are lit by the lights of the stars. Such bodies are called what? Planets. Okay? Okay, children. The word planet is derived from the Greek word planetae, which means what, children? Which means wanderers. Clear? The word planet comes from the Greek word that is called as planetae, which means what? Which means wanderers. Clear, children? The planets are the heavenly bodies which revolve around the sun in an elliptical orbit. Clear? Except Venus and Uranus move around the sun in an anti-clockwise direction, that is west to east direction. The planets are the heavenly bodies which revolve around the sun in an elliptical orbit. Clear? Except Venus and Uranus. These two planets move around the sun in an anti-clockwise direction, that is west to east direction. Totally, how many planets in the solar system? There are 8 planets in the solar system. Clear, children? All these planets get heat and light from where? All these planets get heat and light from the sun. Okay, children. What is mean by orbits? The planets move around the sun in a fixed path. That is called what, children? That is called orbits. Clear? These planets are divided into 2 types. One is inner planets, another one is outer planets. What does mean by inner planets, children? Yes, Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. That planets are called what? Inner planets. They are also known as terrestrial or Earth-like planets. They are very close to sun and are fully made up of rocks. Clear, children? One is inner planet. What are the planets are called inner planets? Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. That are called as inner planets. Clear, children? Children, inner planets are also known as what? Inner planets are also known as terrestrial or Earth-like planets. Next one is outer planets. These type of planets lie beyond the orbits of Mars. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune are called as outer planets. These are the huge planets made up of gases and liquids. And once again, I'll repeat the planets. The word planet is derived from which word? Greek word planetae, which means what? Wanderers. Okay. The planets are the heavenly bodies which revolve around the sun in an elliptical orbit. What is mean by orbit, children? All planets move around the sun in a fixed path, that is called as orbits. Clear? The planets are divided into 2 types. One is inner planets, another one is outer planets. These things are not given in a book. Please make a note of it. What are called as inner planets? Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. These 4 planets are called as inner planets. Why? Because they are very close to the sun and are fully made up of rocks. Okay. Then inner planets are also known as what, children? Yes, inner planets are also known as terrestrial or Earth-like planets. Okay. Then outer planets. These planets lie beyond the orbits of Mars, isn't it? What are the planets? Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. These are called as outer planets. Okay. These huge planets are fully made up of gases and liquids. Okay, children. Next, we'll discuss about the solar system in detail. Okay. What is mean by solar system? Solar means related to sun. Okay. The family of the sun is called what? Solar system. The sun, its 8 planets and all the objects moving around them. They are collectively called what, children? Solar system. Once again, I'll repeat what is mean by solar system. The sun and its planets and all objects moving around the sun. They are called as what? Solar system. Okay. Solar means what, children? This word comes from where? This word. Which word? Solar. This word comes from a Latin word solaris, which means what? It means sun. Okay. Solar means what? It means sun. Okay. The sun is the center of the solar system. Isn't it, children? It is a huge ball of hot and burning gases. Then it is the largest celestial body in the solar system. Then one important point is it is the nearest star to the earth. Okay. Sun is a star. Already I told, no. It is the nearest star to the earth. Okay. Then it is almost 1,000,000 times larger than the earth. How much times, children? It is almost 1,000,000 times larger than the earth. Clear? Then it is the greatest source of energy for lives on the earth. What are the main gases present in the sun? Yes, one is hydrogen, another one is helium. These are the main gases which is present in the sun. Clear, children? One is hydrogen, another one is helium. These are the main gases present in the sun. Hydrogen gets converted into helium all the times, and the process of tremendous amount of heat is given out. Clear? Then one more important thing is, one more important point is the light from the sun takes approximately 8 minutes to reach the earth. How much minutes? How many minutes, children? The light from the sun takes approximately 8 minutes to reach the earth. Clear? Then the surface temperature of the sun is about 5,778 Kelvin. Children, what does mean by solar system? The sun, 8 planets, then satellites and some other celestial bodies, you may know, asteroids and meteoroids and so many things to form the solar system. We may often call it solar family. Which is the head of the solar family, children? Yes, sun is the head of the solar system. Okay. Sun is the center of the solar system. It is a huge ball of hot and burning gases. Mainly, it is the largest celestial body of the solar system. Isn't it, children? Then, one main important point is it is the nearest star to the earth. Then it is almost 1,000,000 times larger than the earth. How much times? 1,000,000 times. Million means 10 lakh. 10 lakh times larger than the earth. Okay. It is the greatest source of energy for lives on the earth. Okay. Now you cleared about the solar system and the sun. Clear, children? Next, we'll discuss about planets. How many planets in our solar system, children? Yes, of course. There are 8 planets in our solar system. Okay. What are the children? Yes, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Clear, children? The word planet is derived from which word, children? It is a Greek word that is plantae, which means what, children? Which means wanderer. Clear, children? The planets are the heavenly bodies which revolve around the sun in an elliptical orbit. Isn't it, children? Okay. What is mean by orbits? The planets move around the sun in fixed path. They are elongated paths. They are called as what? Orbits. Clear, children? Next, we discussed. One is inner planets. Another one is outer planets. Which planets are called as inner planets? Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. Okay. Which planets are called as outer planets? Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. These planets are called as outer planets. Okay. Mercury is the nearest to the sun. Then it takes only 88 days to complete one round along its orbits. Clear, children? Okay, children, I'll ask one question. Which planet is considered as an Earth twin, children? Yes, of course. Venus is considered as the Earth twin. Okay. Why? Because its size and shape are very much similar to the Earth. Which planet is considered to be the Earth's twin? Venus. Clear? Why? Because its size and shape are very much similar to the Earth. Clear, children? First, we discussed about the Mercury. Sorry. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun, isn't it? It does not have any satellites. Then it is a fast moving planet and takes only 88 days to revolve once around the sun. Clear, children? It takes 59 days to complete one rotation on its axis. Now you cleared about Mercury, isn't it? Next one is Venus. Venus is also called as what, children? Yes, Earth's twin. Earth's twin. Why? Because it is similar to the size and shape. Okay. Why? Because Venus is also called as Earth's twin or Earth's sister because of its size and mass. Okay. It does not have any satellites. It is also known as the morning and evening star. Venus is also known as what, children? Venus is also known as morning and evening star. It is not given in a book. Please make a note of it. It is a general information only. Then it takes 225 days to complete one revolution around the sun. How much days, children? 225 days to complete one revolution around the sun. Okay. And like other planets rotates from the east to west. It takes 243 days to complete one rotation on its axis. How much days and revolution? 225 days to complete one revolution. Okay. 243 days to complete one rotation on its axis. Clear, children? Okay, children, are you clear? Okay, we'll move on to next one. Next one is the Earth. Earth is the third nearest planet to the sun. Then in size, it is the fifth largest planet. It is slightly flattened to the poles. That's why shape is described as geoid. What is mean by geoid, children? Geoid means Earth-like shape. Clear? The Earth is the third nearest planet to the sun. Okay. Then it is the fifth largest planet. Then why it is called as geoid? The shape is described. Why? It is slightly flattened to the poles. So Earth is a geoid in shape. Geoid means what? Earth-like shape. Clear, children? It is also called what, children? Earth is also called blue planet. Why? Because about 3/4 of its surface is covered with what? Is covered with water. Clear, children? Earth is also called what, children? Blue planet. Why Earth is called blue planet? Because about 3/4 of the surface is fully covered with what? Fully covered with water. Okay. Then Earth has only one natural satellite. What is that? Moon. Moon is called as natural satellite, isn't it? Then it takes 365.25 days to complete one revolution around the sun. How many days, children? It takes 365.25 days to complete one revolution around the sun and 23.9 hours to complete one rotation on its axis. Clear, children? It is a unique planet of the solar system. Why? Because it provides the favorable conditions for the existence of life. It is a unique planet of the solar system. Why it is called like that? Because it provides the favorable conditions for the existence of life. Okay. The major conditions that make the earth favorable for life. What are the major conditions? It is neither too far nor too close to the sun. First one. It has optimum temperature for the survival of life. Isn't it, children? It is neither too far or nor too close to the sun, because it have the optimum temperature for the survival of the earth. Survival of the life. The earth atmosphere is rich in what? The earth atmosphere is rich in oxygen and carbon dioxide. Oxygen is essential to breathe in. Carbon dioxide acts as to cover to protect us from extreme coldness. Clear, children? Carbon dioxide acts as a cover. Why? To protect us from extreme coldness. Okay. Then one main important point is water is also present on the earth, which is essential for all forms of life. Water is also present on the earth, which is essential for all forms of life. Yes. Our earth is unique from all other planets. Why? Because in the presence of diversity of life. Then oceans, atmosphere and land play a very critical role in sustaining life on the earth. Then the earth has different seasons. The seasonal changes greatly affect the life and vegetation on the earth. Clear, children? These are the favorable conditions. Clear? One is neither too far nor close to the sun. It has only optimum temperature. Then the earth atmosphere is rich in oxygen and carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide acts as a what, children? Carbon dioxide acts as a cover, which means to protect us from extreme coldness. Okay. Then water also present in the earth, which is a water is essential for all forms of life. Clear? Then our earth is a unique planet, unique from all other planets. Why? Because the presence of diversity of life. Clear? We will discuss about the moon, the earth's natural satellite. The moon appears so big because it is very close to us. In fact, it is our closest celestial body. Clear, children? It appears very big in size. Why? Because it is very close to us. In fact, it is our closest celestial body. Clear? Then its diameter is 1/4 of that of Earth. Clear, children? Its diameter is 1/4 of the earth. Then it is about 3,84,000 kilometers away from the earth. We can see only one side of the moon because it takes some time to complete one rotation on its axis and revolution around the earth. Are you clear? We can see only one side of the moon at the time. We can see only one side of the moon. Why? Because it takes some time to complete one rotation on its axis and revolution around the earth. Clear, children? Then moon takes 27 days to move around the earth. How many days, children? The moon takes 27 days to complete around the to move around the earth. Okay. There is no atmosphere in the moon, so there is a big variation between the day and night temperatures. There is no atmosphere in the where, children? Yes, in the moon. Clear, children? Children, or you understand? There is no atmosphere in the moon, so there is a big variation between the day and night temperature. The sunlight directly falls on the moon, so the day temperature is around 127 degrees Celsius and the night temperature is minus 173 degrees Celsius. Then moon have no clouds, no atmosphere, no rain, no water, no air, nothing it is there. Clear, children? Moon has no clouds, no temperature, no rain, no water, no air. The gravitational force of the moon is 1/5 of the earth. Clear, children? The person who weighs 100 kgs will weigh only 20 kgs on the moon. Children, or you understand what I am telling? The gravitational force of the earth is 1/5 of the the gravitational force of the moon is 1/5 of the earth. Because the person who weighs 100 kilometer in earth will weigh only 20 kgs on the moon. Now you understand, I think so. The moon has its own no lights of its own. It reflects the light from the sun. Now you understand, moon has no lights. It reflects the light from the sun. Now you cleared, I think so. While moving around the earth, the moon appears in different shapes and size and position also. Or these are called the phases of the moon. Do you know the children? While moving around the earth, the moon appears in different shapes, size and positions also. These are called as the phases of the moon. It is not given in a book. Please make a note of it. Two phases of the moon. We can see the full moon once in a month. That is called what, children? Full moon night or Purnima. Already I told. If you cannot see the moon at fortnight later, that is called as new moon night or Amavasya. You cleared about the moon. Moon is called what? The Earth's natural satellite. It appears so big in size and it is very close to us. In fact, moon is our closest celestial body. Okay, children, what is mean by celestial body? Is the sun, moon and all those objects shining in the night sky, they are called as celestial bodies. Okay, children, what is the main difference between the stars and planets? Star is fully made up of hot burning gases. Some planets are made up of solid materials like rocks and stones, while some planets are fully made up of gases or ice. What is the first difference, children? Star is fully made up of hot burning gases, but planets, only some planets having fully made up of gases or ice. Some planets made up of solid materials like rocks and stones. Okay. Then stars twinkle but planets do not twinkle. Clear, children? Stars have their own light, but planets reflect the light of the stars. Children, are you clear? Do you know the difference between the stars and planets? Stars is made up of hard burning gases, but in planets, planets made up of gases or ice. While some planets having solid materials, made up of solid materials like rocks and stones. Okay. Then stars twinkle, but planets do not twinkle. Then stars have their own light, but planets do not have their own light. They just reflect the light of the stars. Clear? Then stars are very hot, but planets may be hot or cold according to their distance from the sun. Clear? Then stars can be seen with the naked eyes. Most of the planets cannot be seen with the naked eyes, as it is a main thing. Then stars, there are billion of stars in the universe, but there are 8 planets in our solar system. Do you know the difference between the stars and planets, children? There are billions of stars in the universe, but there are 8 planets in our solar system. Then stars are stars can be seen with the naked eyes, but most of the planets cannot be seen with the naked eyes. Clear? Okay, children, are you understand so far? Okay, we'll move on to next one. We'll discuss some other celestial bodies of our solar system like asteroids and meteoroids. Okay, children, at first we will discuss about the asteroids. What is mean by asteroids? Asteroids are the group of tiny bodies which is made up of rocks which revolve around the sun. That is mainly between the orbits of what? Mars and Jupiter. Once again, I'll repeat, children. Asteroids are the group of tiny bodies which is made up of what? Which is made up of rocks which revolve around the sun, mainly between the orbits of what? Mars and Jupiter. Asteroids are also called as what? Asteroids are also called as minor planets. Clear? Since they revolve around the sun, mostly between the Mars and Jupiter, that region has to come, no? That is called as asteroid belt. Okay? What does mean by asteroid belt, children? Asteroids move around the, revolve around the sun, mostly between the Mars and Jupiter. That region has to come, no? That is called as asteroid belt. Okay? Okay, students, just remember the 4 largest asteroids names. Ceres, Pallas, Juno and Vesta. These are the 4 largest asteroids in the solar system. What are they? Ceres, then Pallas, Juno and Vesta. These things not given in book. Please make a note of it. It is a general information. Okay, children. Are you understand so far? Okay. We'll move on to next one. Next one is meteoroids. Meteoroids are the little chunks of rocks and debris. Meteoroids means what? They are the small pieces of rocks which move around the sun. In simple word, they are the small pieces of rocks which move around the sun, that is called as meteoroids. Sometimes these meteoroids come near the earth and tend to drop upon it. Clear? Meteoroids are the little chunks of rocks and debris. Clear? They become meteors when they enter the earth atmosphere and it gets burned due to the heat produced by the friction against the air and flashes as a streak of light in the sky. These are known as shooting stars. Clear, children? Or you understand what I am telling? They become meteors when they enter the earth atmosphere and get burned due to heat produced by friction against the air and flashes as a streak of light in the sky. That is called as shooting stars. When meteorites are large in size, do not burn up completely, they land on the Earth's surface. They are known as meteorites. Clear? They also move around the sun. It is believed the meteoroids originate in the asteroid belt. Children, are you understand what I am telling? Okay, what is mean by galaxy, children? A galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. There are millions of such galaxies that makes what? That makes universe. What is mean by galaxy? Galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. There are millions of such galaxies that makes what? That makes universe. It is difficult to imagine how big the universe is. Yes, children? Okay, children, what is mean by Milky Way galaxy? Milky Way galaxy is nothing but is a cluster of millions of stars. This band is called a Milky Way galaxy. That is given in your page number 6. That image is given in your page number 6. Children, I hope you all understand this chapter clearly. We'll see in next video class. Thank you, students.